What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Triangl. This is your boy B.
And it's your girl CJ.
And again, we got the birthday bitch, Brandi. What's good? October baby stand. Hey.
Oh my God.
If you a bad bitch and it's
we're
your
dressed
birthday,
up. Oh my God. She's so crazy.
go ahead. Like, my birthday is October 3rd. I take the whole month, even with my son and CJ being born in my month. Take the whole month. Everybody knows about it. Cash App is Brasher breaded. That's
Is that what I need
cash
to be
or
doing?
credit, but just with B's, absolutely. Brasher bread. I told you. So get this, triangulars, the Tri podcast people.
You just making up shit now.
Yeah, just the pie tried. So I had a couple of people that thought it was my birthday when I was doing the pre-birthday brunch. So they're just like, oh my God, send your Cash App. And sometimes when niggas be saying that, you be like, whatever, because I'm used to dealing with niggas that don't want to spend no money. That was before. Allow me to reintroduce myself. But it's not happening no more. So I love that men that I have not even really laid the whop down on will gladly Cash App you a couple $100 or ask what you want. And that helps me pay bills and get ahead of shit since I'm still single mom in it. So I am, especially with the bar not being like as busy. So I'm not like scheduled on there as often. So I'm like, CJ's right. I need to get it how I live. Keep posting these cute pictures.
I don't see why not.
Having them Cash at me.
Like I said, when I start managing your OnlyFans, let me.
some great.
Oh yeah, the grapes. Yeah, you like that? I don't have any more. I ate them all. But yeah, just like that.
So
like that. You just
oh my God. I hate how much they are alike. They both were eating these green grapes.
Yeah. Do you want me to spit out these seeds? You want to spit them in your mouth? Like that? Like that? Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. We're all dressed up.
Yes, we're all dressed up because October is our annual Spooktacular Blocktober specials where we talk about spooky, crazy, scary shit every week for the Triangl. We're still going to keep our sex angle going. We're still going to keep our news angle what it is, but you'll just see us dressed up in those as well because we record the same day.
Okay, so let's talk about our looks just for a second. D, what are ya?
I'm a fucking party animal, bitch.
You a party animal?
Party mother. I'm a party animal.
Morty, he's a party animal.
He's a party animal.
Party animal.
God.
And CJ,
I'm just
phenomenal.
myself today.
No, she's extra herself because this eyeshadow. If y'all appreciate a good beat, like CJ's face is so beat, it rivals Rihanna's mugshot.
Not mugshots.
That's how beat CJ's face is.
It's my little, it's my forest fairy little headpiece. That's what I'm going with.
I love it
today.
So
I needed something quick and easy because I was out and about doing shit for life. So.
Well, quick and easy. You fit that, so that shouldn't have been hard.
Wow, not anymore. I'm not quick and easy anymore.
Hey, but like I said, whores still get the ring, so it don't matter.
Hey, don't play.
Live life, be out here. Y'all see it. If anybody watched Kim Possible, I'm the villainess. She goes. So she go, you go, I go. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do next week. We're gonna figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. I'll be much more prepared with something else as well. I'll go digging in my closet for something. But you know, this was laying around. The fact that I have like just random crowns and tiaras.
I love it though. Right? Like it's so.
I don't ever want to grow up. Is that my thing? I think that's what it is.
I don't want to grow up.
Yeah, basically.
Toys R Us kid.
You know, I didn't know that song in English at all. I knew it in Japanese.
Please sing it. Please sing it in Japanese. Please make my life and sing it in Japanese.
I don't want to sing it. I don't want to sing.
Oh my God. CJ used to be an artist and who really cared about her craft. Now she don't want to rap. She don't want to sing.
Damn. I might start a secret Instagram for that though. Maybe I'm thinking.
And just put your stuff out there.
Maybe.
Come on.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm already busy. I don't know why I have so many hobbies and shit, but it's it's good.
Because we're creative people.
Yeah. I just need lots of outlets. Bless you.
Thank you.
This sneezes like a fucking.
I know.
I'm not a 2-year-old.
It was so childish. What was that?
It was my sneeze.
Oh my God. It was like Heather sneezing. What the hell?
First of all, that makes sense. Heather and I are what, like 2 days apart?
You guys are 2 days apart. Hers is on the 5th. We're celebrating on your day though because it's a weekend. But,
that's okay. I'll just own her for a little bit.
Oh my God. I like how your knife on the wall looks like it's stabbed into your head right there.
I knew you were gonna say that. I kind of like that too.
Just anyway, speaking
Reminds
of
me I'm a
which,
glutton for punishment.
did you guys have any new scary occurrences anytime recently?
Recently? No, I've seen creepy shit in the sky, but nah.
What did you see in the sky? What the fuck are you talking about?
I've convinced myself that it was a drone.
But
Yes.
It I don't know. It didn't really look very drone-ish to me.
What did it look like? Tell us. This is what it's for. This is.
It was a green light and then a red light. So I was like, okay, drone. But I was like, why? And it was there every night in the same spot. So I was assuming, I was like, okay, maybe it's like one of those construction drones where they overlook the construction site.
Right.
Is what I told myself to keep myself from freaking out. But I was seeing when I was at my friend's house.
Right.
Usually after work. A few days after the week, I'll go over to my friends and we'll sit out like on the patio area and just drink beer. And I was looking up and I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You hear me getting louder and louder, and as I was recording it. So I'm about to send you guys this so we can like view it next week.
Oh my God.
Oh,
yeah, very creepy.
Why don't you should post it on the pages and let people have at it themselves?
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's seen something similar.
Yeah, you
Maybe.
should post it on our Instagram and see if anybody says anything.
It wasn't like we're in the middle of nowhere. It's in a pretty densely populated
That's
part
really
of the
creepy.
town.
I hate that shit.
Really
Like,
crazy.
I've seen one like, I thought it was a drone too. And it was like flying over the highway, but I was trying to figure out why there would be a drone over the highway and there's no like chopper nearby. They never like put that highway particularly on the news because it's in a more like a neighborhood and stuff, you know? Like it was just going back and it was like 2:00 in the morning.
That's when mine was. It was like 2 a.m.
Ew!
I don't get off until like 1. So I go to my friends.
Yeah, I was like,
at the same time and drink. I was like,
I just needed to go for a drive.
I honestly think some stuff like pops in and out of different dimensions. Some people think certain things are just kind of here, but I'm like, I think there are hot spots and certain things just flash in and out because that's the energetic hotspot for it too.
Right.
So that's why you'll hear certain stories always around like Stonehenge or just certain areas around the world where that makes sense that this keeps happening at this point here. And like we discussed way back in the day during our like second episode or something, those ley lines and vital vortexes and everything else, they're always like near some type of monument or something that we've decided to build by there. So I'm like, yeah, it was
that's
probably
all for
something.
a purpose. It's all for a reason.
Well, I'm
whatever
sure
energy could be harnessed from that area.
I was just gonna say they're harnessing energy from that area to do whatever it is. Like I might have to. You should check and see if there's ley lines where like you see it, and I'm gonna go look and see if there's anywhere I saw it, because the fact that it was in the middle of the night and there shouldn't be drones flying that late. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't, but what would
not at 2 a.m.
Because at 2 a.m., it's not like you would have a traffic drone to do traffic news with either. So that's not it. For me, there was no construction site as well. There wasn't anything going on. Oh my God, look how much she's pouring. I don't know what she's pouring, but it looks like a lot of alcohol.
I hope it's wine. Because that's like vodka or something. I'm like, God damn.
A double wide surprise.
I'm just, it's a little... It's a little unhinging because it's not something you see. And I was like, and my ass, I try to follow it and shit because I'm crazy.
I'm not gonna do all that. Nope. Because you may not want to be bothered. I don't even want to.
Well, I was trying to follow it without following it, as in like I was going towards it, but then
there's no way you can do that because I'm more than sure these different beings and creatures and demons
already know what's up.
You can feel when an energy that's not like theirs is there. And then what do you say?
I mean, there was other cars like still driving past. It was just like so weird that it was flying around that night, and I want to say it looked like a drone, but it didn't look like a drone as well. Like that's so weird that you said that because that's exactly how I felt. Like it was square-ish, but it wasn't. And no.
Yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way.
I don't know. There's some. What happened to me the other day? I was in the bathroom using the toilet, and there was some scratching sounds coming from right underneath me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bitch.
That is the scariest thing for me, because I remember many moons ago watching. It wasn't Resident Evil. I don't think. No, maybe it was. With Pyramid Head. That's not Resident Evil though. Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. Yes.
Is that video game? And I remember in the movie, when the woman was inside the bathroom stall and was hearing stuff, and that shit, and that was years ago, probably 20 years ago.
Oh
came out.
yeah.
And that shit still got me fucked up. So that to me is one of the creepiest things ever. You being in the stall, thinking you're alone, and then maybe something drops by you, or you see something like.
That's the other thing. Like, I was by myself at home, and so when I first heard the scratching, it was like really light. It was kind of like that. And I thought it was maybe like a bug crawling behind me in the paper or something. That's what it sounded like. And then it got to be like this. Like underneath. Almost a vibration that I could feel.
Absolutely.
So I was like, there's a big ass animal down there. So of course my first thing I want to do is stomp to try to get it to be quiet. But it wouldn't. And it went on for like a good 10-15 seconds. But it was like I guess the weirdest part was that I heard it underneath me, but I didn't hear it move away from me, like it scurried. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't hear it move away to scurry out.
It didn't sound it wasn't animalistic in its nature. It was very,
it did. I kept telling myself when I told Rob, I was like,
a raccoon.
I was like, I was like, it's a big rodent. That's what I told myself. But then I thought about it. I was like, why didn't I hear it scurry away and the sound gets like lighter? And why did it just pop out of nowhere? Why didn't I hear it coming as well? Because it just started like, you know what I'm saying? That made me.
I don't want to know what you're saying. I'm like, nah.
I got a creepy bathroom sitch too when I lived in my house up in Summerlin. The house always, it didn't give me bad juju. It was just, it felt a little weird sometimes. Particularly the office, because it was a 4-bedroom house, and there was a 1-bedroom that we used as an office. And the office always kind of gave me the willies. I was at home alone in the shower, and I had turned the shower off, and then I hear the doorknob like kind of jiggle. And I was like, hold on, I'm almost done. I'm in here. Thinking my roommate had come home.
Oh, okay.
Get out of the bathroom. Was like, I'm done. Go to my room. This motherfucker's not home. Nobody's home. So I was like, okay, I'm tripping. Maybe he came home and left. Just thought nothing of it. Wasn't until my roommate's girlfriend mentioned the same thing. She was like, that fucking bathroom door jiggles by itself. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
No, are you serious?
Shut up. Yeah. So then not too long after that, we were having a house party, right? Had to be about 20 people over. Everybody's downstairs, right? At this particular point, everybody had gone to the backyard, and it was just a few of us in the house. Turn the music off. Everybody's outside. I hear, boom, boom, like somebody is intentionally stomping upstairs.
Oh, hell
so
no.
I was like, who the fuck is that? So I'm pissed off. I'm thinking somebody's tripping. So I go upstairs fuming, like, who the fuck is stomping on the floor like that? Just outrageous. Wasn't nobody upstairs. Tore everything up. Every room. Every closet. Nobody was upstairs. I come downstairs tripping. I was like, yo, there's nobody upstairs. They're like, D, shut the fuck up. Shut up. There's nobody up fucking stairs. So we all go upstairs and shit. We come downstairs. My dumbass roommate's like, whatever the fuck that was, do it again. And guess what the fuck happened? It did it again. Very hard.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, everybody left. No. Everybody was like, okay, we gotta go.
I would have been home. You don't play with that.
I know you live here, but see you.
Yeah, this is your place now, not mine. Bye.
This is your place.
It's your place. You pay rent. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, I prayed.
I'm not a fan of the staircase.
Oh no, especially when you're like not wanting, because I'm big on, I'm not gonna have nothing follow me home. Because I remember watching that movie with the spirits jumping from person to person with Denzel and like John Goodman. Oh, yeah. I don't play that shit. I'm like,
what was it called? I really need to rewatch it.
It's on, I want to say Amazon Prime. I saw it and I skipped over that so quick. I didn't even want to see the title. Oh, that movie scared me. It scared me.
It's that time of the year where I want to watch all my things. Like I think Rob got Stigmata on our thing. We bought it.
I'm Gucci.
Like, I love Stigmata. Did you guys ever watch that movie?
Watched it like one time. Yes.
You don't
I
like
watched it one time.
I'm not watching that shit.
That was like one of my favorite scary movies. Like, you know, that's
just
based
the
off
concept
of
Stigmata creeps me out.
Well, you know, it's based off of a true happening to people.
That shit happens to people.
So if you don't know, Stigmata is a movie based on what happens to people who are of like basically Christian faith, sometimes not even Christian faith. What happens is your body gets these holes that supposedly Jesus got when he was nailed to the cross, and you start bleeding for days and days and days. You don't die from it, but you just start bleeding in those. So you have like holes in your wrists and like the two in his, I guess the two in the ankle.
In the ankle?
Yeah, and then what is it? The spear that went into the side, I think. So some people only get the hand, some people only get the feet, some people get all three or whatever, or just one. But supposedly it happens out. Oh, that might be a good one to look up and see if there has been any recent ones that happened. Like, I'm curious.
Yeah, you can do that by yourself. I ain't even doing it.
Such haters.
Demetrius and I are good. I'm good.
Did I tell you guys about when I heard steps going up my boss's house last year? Did I tell you about that story? I was house sitting. I didn't tell y'all that. Oof.
House sitting is creepy as fuck.
Man, okay, so I probably have to go listen to the other Blocktober ones from last year so I don't repeat any stories, but this one's real quick. When I lived in Nebraska, I had a boss who, like, she kind of like helped take care of me because I didn't have family. I just had my best friend that was there that I lived with. But I had, like, you know, I had things like get my wisdom tooth pulled. I can't even English right now.
I was like, peeled. What type of demon are you? You knew it.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to drive, so she like drove me home and shit like that. So she was real cool. So when she went out of town, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll watch your animals. I was like, you don't even have to pay me. It's only for like 3 days. Bitches, listen. So she's into like crystals and things like that as well. So she's in that spiritual area as well. Like, she had like, I don't know, I want to say like 4 birds, 2 dogs, several cats, and she's just animal nature lover. So she had like plants everywhere, trees everywhere, all of that. Listen, I was just about done feeding the last few animals, and I hear and like steps going up because it was 2-story house, and I know damn well nobody's home because they were on vacation. And I had to like finish up and pretend I didn't hear it. I didn't even want to look up the stairs because it was one of those houses when you open the door, the stairway is right there. So I just kind of like kept my back to the stairs and just went down because I know I locked the door because I'm not crazy enough to like leave the doors unlocked when I'm in somewhere by myself. But listen, like, I know people don't like usually believe shit like that, but if you ever experience it, like the hair raising that happens, like it literally stops your heart because there's no way to tell what the fuck it is.
That's also why I don't understand people going through that and instinctively being like, well, let's go check it out. No, like, no, I don't want to check shit out. I want to leave.
Be like fucking.
It's time to go. Like, I'm clearly not wanted here.
What is it? The Ghost Adventures and shit.
Well, yeah, because normally what you hear about are these spirits that need rest and they don't have it. So typically you just don't hear about a peaceful ass spirit that wants to help you finish a midterm paper. That's typically not what you're dealing with. No. Like, it's just not. And then what's even creepier to me are the ones that can actually possess somebody. So then they start acting in a way that they normally don't. And I'm not even talking about like in an exorcist way. Someone just being more mean or more aloof or whatever. And then it's like, there's something in you that normally isn't there. And that's what's different about you. So to see kind of like documentaries where that shit happens and somebody knew something wasn't right, because even like maybe the dog's reacting to the husband differently now ever since they moved. And so, because, you know, it's always when they move.
It's like that movie Insidious when the woman took over the dad's body.
Absolutely.
She came out instead of him. She just used his body vessel, basically.
Exactly. And the fact that the end of the second one, because I love those movies. By the way, but I love that part where the older woman like knew something wasn't right about him.
Right.
Like just knew without even taking a picture, because developing the picture is how they would see that spirit. But it's like, I know something's not right in you.
Isn't that
you
crazy?
just know. Oh yeah, it's real crazy.
Oh my God. Let's take a break real quick. And I want to talk about Ghost Adventures real quick since we mentioned it. We'll be right back. Don't fall asleep, Brandi. Don't fall asleep.
I'm wait. I got it.
Anyway, so I just mentioned Ghost Adventures, but here's the thing. I don't know if you guys have watched it. Have you guys watched any of the seasons at all?
I've watched a few episodes.
Okay, so like in the beginning when they first started, the first 2 to 3 seasons, they like run off like schoolgirls. They are screaming at every sound that they make outside. They catch shit, but they're scared all the time. But like as the seasons go on, they get used to it, right? And they start provoking the spirits and entities and whatever is out there.
Why?
So because they're fucking crazy. And the other part is
they are nuts.
Provoking?
I think they got obsessed, is what I was getting at doing these things. Like so obsessed that they couldn't see that. Like Zach has something that follows him from place to place, and it's the same spirit that shows up because it does the same thing to him. You know what I'm saying?
Pass.
Like, and
they
started getting like those scratches on their backs. Or
Hell
no.
No.
There was also a couple that they would work with all the time. They were from, I want to say California or Vegas. I can't remember. Shit, I wish I could remember. Like, but there was a couple that. Do you remember seeing the redhead that was with the Ghost Adventure?
You were watching this shit way more than us.
I don't think it was like maybe shoulder length hair. Let me look it up real quick. The couple with Ghost Adventures. I'm just saying it out loud, cause okay, I found it. So it was Mark. Okay, get their name though. Mark and Debbie Constantino.
Oh,
God. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
No kidding.
If I'm going to have somebody ghost hunt with me and they last name Constantino, I'm going to feel a little bit better.
Let me show you the picture. If you're watching us, you can see who it is. And if you want to look it up, it's Mark and Deborah Constantino. That's them right there. Okay. So crazy stuff. So what happened to them was eventually they said there was a history of abuse between them, but that's not how they started off in their relationship. And I'm wondering if it was because they kept going to these like things to go provoke spirits and stuff that they got fucked up.
Well, catch this though. So one of my coworkers, Eileen, she was telling me that she went to they have a haunted museum here in Vegas, downtown. She went to the haunted museum with her significant other, and I guess from what she told me, they've never had any like serious issues with each other. Always been cool. They went to the haunted museum, and she said as soon as they hit the parking lot, they had the biggest fight they had ever had.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it took her because she was so mad, and they were so mad at each other, and then she was like, "It's that fucking museum." It's the fucking museum. So she's like, it's the museum. And then they were able to call it out for what it was. I don't know if they prayed about it or what, but yeah, they were able to break that shit.
Oh my God, I'm giving myself goosebumps. So it was Nevada. It's from Reno. I knew it was either Nevada or California. They're from Reno. They were from Reno. I say were because they don't exist anymore. What? Because in 2015, they had a body. The body of Mark and Deborah was found inside of their daughter's apartment after they had a standoff with the Sparks and Reno police.
A standoff with the police?
With the cops. Yeah, it's the craziest story. If you have time, you guys. So they have been filing temporary protection orders against each other several times.
So they were both just losing their shit.
On each other. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I feel like it had to do with them getting into this business. And if eventually Deborah starts looking like a different person in the show as well. I caught that. I don't know if anybody else noticed.
It's so weird.
It is really weird. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if that had... She would like grab a knife and swipe at him out of nowhere.
That's
Like,
not weird because in them paranormal activity movies, when them demons be taking over people, they're like super violent.
right. But what gets me is that they had a shootout with the cops. That means they both had guns on them and shot at the cops to get shot back.
So at first they were trying to get at each other, but then they joined forces at the end to take down
Right.
Reno PD.
Yes,
That's so
correct.
crazy.
911.
Isn't that the craziest shit? Like, I don't know. And first of all, when they started on the show, their name got me to begin with. And I was just like, wow, they're like really into this shit. And that the whole thing was that the couple knew what the fuck they were talking about the whole time. And I mean, whenever they got into situations, they knew how to talk to the entities. They knew, whatever they were doing. But it just bothered me so much. That's how they ended like their life, because it didn't come off like they would do something like that, I guess, is what bothered me the most. Isn't that crazy though?
Really weird.
Why is my child screaming in the background? That's my child, y'all.
Because it's Heather.
Okay. I was like, thank God, because I was like, what the
It
fuck?
wouldn't be like our Blocktober
Without
Spooksville
screaming.
thing without Heather doing something that scares the shit out of us.
Oh my
I think
God.
last year she
Speaking
She scared
of
us.
which, I don't know if I want to talk about this. Do I want to? I do.
I don't know, because you said 10 minutes.
I know. Well, we'll keep it short. I know. So she look at her face. So a week and a half ago, maybe, or 2 weeks, I'm not sure. Sometime recently, I was sitting out in the living room doing my work, and I swear to God, I heard Heather scream "meet for me," and I went into her room, and she was asleep. I'm talking, it was loud. Like I heard her.
Does she like sleepwalk or talk in her sleep?
Rarely.
Patrick used to.
So I'm
She
thinking,
knocked out, Mama!
yeah, that's exactly. She was like, Mom! And then I went in, I was like, the fuck? Just, but that always reminds me of what my dad used to tell me is like when somebody calls for you and that person says that they didn't call for you, you should always tell your higher power like that you're here. And I never understood why he told
Tell them
me.
that you're here.
Yeah, like you are here, like find me here. Like you would say, if you're like Christian, you would say, I'm here, God, I'm here, Jesus, I'm here, Lord, or whatever your higher power is. Like to ground yourself from entities and stuff. I never
that makes sense.
because like, you know how I always tell you that my dad was like super Bible thumping Christian, right? But then he would say shit like that. Like, that, which makes me think that he has something that was on another level that he never really talked about.
More than possible.
And you know what I'm saying? I've never heard anybody else say that. Have you?
I've never heard that before. But you know what? But it depends on who's calling and how. Because sometimes I know where it sounds like somebody is calling me, somebody who's here with me on this realm calling me. And then I know what the creepy caller is too. It's like,
no. There's two types. So in Japanese, there's one called the ikiryo, which is like the spirit of the living. So somebody thinking about you really hard, somebody who's your soulmate, somebody that cares about you, thinking about you. You might hear them say your name, and then you'll get a phone call from them, or you text them. They'll be like, I was just thinking about you. Like my grandmother used to do that shit with us all the time. She'll call and she'll be like, what do you want? Like, Grandma, please, first of all, that's fucking creepy, okay? Like, yes, I was thinking about you, but stop doing that shit. Like, it's not funny at all. It's funny now, not then. Or, but then you also have the other entity, which is not of this dimension, who uses voices from this dimension to call out to you. And you're not supposed to answer those.
I had an office problem with that in my office.
What is wrong with your office?
This was at Caesar's Palace. So I was working there, and at this point, our office was on the 15th floor.
Right. And
where I was sitting at, that particular area of the office, you would hear a voice say your name. And I thought it was just me. I was like, what? Then it was real creepy, and it was a whisper. I'll be like, Demetrius. And I'll be like,
no, fuck that shit.
And it didn't sound like it had any breath to it. That's what made it even more creepy.
Ew.
It was a whisper with no breath. So I was like, hell no. I ignored it until somebody else, this Uzbeki girl, she was like, yo, is it okay if I move seats? I was like, that's fine. Is there a problem like with your phone or something? She was like, I keep hearing a voice call my name over here. It's only when I sit over here, can I move? I was like, yeah, you can move because I hear the same shit. But she had the luxury of moving, but I couldn't because I was, you know, in management. So I had to sit in that same damn area. So I was telling one of my colleagues about it, and she was like, very cynical, like, shut up.
Did you put her there? Did you put her there?
She was already sitting there, and she was working there by herself one day. I was off, and I get a crazy text message. She was like, oh my God, call me right now. I was like, or you can call me, weird. Call her. She was like, I heard it.
That's what happens.
I was like, oh, see, I told your ass.
Be like, damn, we gotta bring him on for this, for real. Like, I'm telling you, like, there's some, you know what would be awesome if we got some stories from our viewers and listeners this year. Like,
yeah.
I know there's some crazy shit out there. I think if I post it on Instagram, we'll get some more feedback. Like when I do the question ones, people tend to tell us about it. So let's do that. We're going to wrap this up tonight because we got a little bit more to go. If you loved our shit so far, please make sure, look at D, please make sure to subscribe to our podcast on any platform that you love. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure, YouTube, make sure you comment and like and hit that subscription notification bell.
Ooh, that noise,
Drop our new episodes every Thursday at 12 p.m. Central. Squeak. Oh my God, I can't not make it squeak.
Make it squeak.
I'm done. Anyway, stay safe, logical.
Make the grapes squeak.
Stay woke. Oh my God, I'm blessed. I can't. Ew, D's like making out with the grape. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, if you're black, stay black. And if you're not, support POC and allies unite. We'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.